Guys, it's Chrissy with Chrissy's Divine Design Tarot, and today we are doing a reading for Johnny Depp and his future spouse. So we have maybe somebody in your community that is a mature woman that somebody is thinking about Johnny. You might be thinking about this person. This person might be thinking about you. Is this the Empress? What is this? Ah, this is a blessing coming forward for some lucky lady or for Johnny, of course. Let's just see what's coming through. All right. It may have to do with not having to work so hard on something here. What is this? Something that's not good for your health is maybe the job that you're doing, working so hard, or spirits wanting you to slow down, or something along those lines. Maybe your job isn't good for your health, depending on what you do for a living. It may affect your security in some way, shape, or form. Yeah, it might be somebody within that job that is the problem, not necessarily the job itself. Something that is not good for you with the bad health there and the false person. They may be wanting to take your blessing, or they are coming in and I don't know what this is. Let's see. Why is the false person here? Maybe targeting this wealthy man, which would be Johnny. And trying to love bomb. All right, so I feel like there is somebody that is with Johnny that is not supposed to be with Johnny. They are a person. So let's just see here. That he might be courting. And I feel like he might be, you are getting this vibe that whoever he may be with right now or later on is not good for them, for him. And you might be picking this up in your gifts or abilities, if you will, with the gift card here, a blessing. You might be helping him out in a way that he's not prepared for or doesn't see coming. Let's see. Yeah, mature man. Okay, so it may be a false person that is masculine, not the feminine. So, or you are a masculine and wanting to tell Johnny that maybe the person that he's with isn't good for him. It's like I said before, when it comes to your heart's desire has somebody over here, but you're with somebody here, you've settled. You've settled for less than what you're wanting in life. Instead of going after the person that your heart really truly desires, you're over here with someone else because it's comfortable. Um, Maybe it was a friendship that turned into more than that, or maybe it is somebody you just met thinking that this is the one, but there's signs that maybe you are not seeing or not wanting to admit that you see. You're ignoring what your intuition is telling you. So this could be Johnny that's having this epiphany, uh, or it could be somebody that's going to say something that's going to change this whole dynamic here. What's going on here? Despair. So this may be something that somebody's going to tell Johnny about a false person that maybe he feels is a good connection that maybe isn't. And it's going to change. We have 5-5 here. So 55 may be an angel number you want to look up. Oh, we got despair once again on the fence. Wow. Okay. With a change. And look at it. The number 9 is coming in on the distant horizon. Spirit's expecting this to all go down to show up for a new beginning regarding love. Let's see what's on the bottom of the deck. Yeah, may feel you're stuck. And if you're in that karmic cycle, it's just going to go around. It's not going to change. Nothing's going to grow. And it's just going to be around and around, same old, same old, same old, same old, same old, same old. You're not getting anywhere with this person. And I feel like this may be you, or this may be Johnny that's having this. Something is stuck here. All right, so that's maybe what's happening in your energy right now, or Johnny's. Let's see, what is your twin mirroring to you? Forgiveness. So possibly forgiving somebody, maybe that broke something up or did something in some way, shape, or form. Oh, look at you. You're going to transform with this forgiveness. And now this would be the dark night of the soul. So maybe this is looking back on a relationship with the false person. Okay, we all know who that was. No shocker there. So I feel like this may be some type of transformation once the forgiveness is there in your heart, Johnny. I feel like this may be where you transform. It's getting to that dark night of the soul, feeling all those feelings that happened here, um, and releasing that, whether it's through crying, yelling, screaming, punching a punching bag, whatever the case is, however you release this regarding uh, your ex, let's just put it that way. Um, you may have barricaded your heart up here, and spirit's kind of wanting you to unlock that by having some type of forgiveness. So your person, your empress, is trying to mirror to you what they're doing at this time, where you will follow in those quite closely. If you aren't already starting this forgiveness and transformation into your life purpose, then it's your person is. Okay. So there mirroring going on here where you're both starting to get to that point of having forgiveness in your heart for all of the people that may have hurt you, realizing these were just lessons that you really needed to learn and learning those and letting that go. So you're not pulling all that baggage with you and essentially projecting it onto your new person. So I feel like this is a life purpose that you're both having to go through at this point. I mean, we all have a life purpose, but this may be a life purpose that you're needing to learn in order to really step into where you're meant to be. Like, don't get me wrong, you're doing what you're meant to do by being an actor, Johnny, and whatever your empress is doing, or is going to do, depending on how this transforms. So stepping into that life purpose of learning this lesson in order to come together, right? And this life purpose may include the two of you coming together. There's that confidence, having confidence. That's one thing. And that may have been stripped from you due to things in the past. Now, not only, Johnny, did you have this happen, but your person is most likely have gone through the same thing, especially if you're mirroring this all back. Okay. They may have had the same similar kind of thing, maybe not as public as yours, but definitely not as public as Johnny's, I should say. And definitely learning that life purpose of having that confidence in order to take that leadership role. Yeah, having passion for not only other people, but for yourself. Give yourself a break. Don't be sitting there, how stupid am I for not seeing the signs or not listening to my intuition? No, 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 no. Don't be coming down on yourself for something that someone else did. Give yourself a break. You are here to learn just like anybody else, no matter who you are. And having compassion for yourself mainly, uh, due to that sometimes when you feel like you're in love, love is blind, they say, for a reason. You're not willing to feel that that person would do something like that to hurt you. Okay. If you felt that it was a true love, right? Yeah, look at that. So you're definitely going to either an acquire a home, or maybe you've already purchased a home, or you're going to have this home together. Maybe this person has a home of their own. And closure. That is so big at this point, is closing out those cycles that have had this past impact on you, Johnny, for you and for your Empress. And let's taps is coming through. Oh, so much happiness here. It's just like a ray of sunshine coming through that you're both going to feel like, you know, how you feel the sun on your face when it's a nice warm day and it's beautiful morning and it may be a little chilly out, but that heat from the sun touching your skin and warming it up. It's sort of like that. It's just like that nice beautiful feeling of that heat on your face. Such great happiness. And it's like, finally, you know, like it's it's an amazing feeling I'm getting here regarding this. So let's get into what will help strengthen this bond between you and your Empress, Johnny. Courage. Definitely having courage, being brave, taking those risks. Nothing can be done in life if you're too afraid to take the risk. My saying is always, always, how do you know what you can accomplish if you never try it? If you're too afraid to try it, you may never find what you're really great at if you don't take that chance to explore it. And that means having the courage to try different things, even if you fail at them, you're going to find what you really are good at. And that's where you're going to excel in, right? So, all right. So there's protection here. And it could be that this relationship is going to be a protected relationship where other people are not going to try to penetrate in this connection because you're not going to let that happen, right? Nobody else is going to come through. There's leadership I was talking about. I can't make it up. So Spirit's saying, look at, we're going to protect you. Step into this leadership role and open that love heart and really open that heart for this love to come in. Now, this is the ability to love and also be loved. And of course, there's that sense of compassion for whoever you're around, helping people when they need help. The more you give, the more you really essentially get back, in a sense that it's the feeling you get for helping somebody. Like that feeling of being there for someone else is it's mind blowing in a lot of ways because you may not realize how you've impacted that person's life, right? So, wow, with love, opening that heart, I love this. The adventures you're going to have. I love this. This is so awesome. You're going to go out, do things, and have lots of adventures. And you know what I'm getting here? Really getting that sense of awe. Like the two of you together is just so awesome because I feel like there's like, look, did you see that? Like, and then it's like, but and it's just amazing that you're seeing some of the things that you've never seen before, and you're just like a big kid all over again, enjoying each other's company, and you're both seeing the awe in things. And maybe, Johnny, you've seen some of these things before, but seeing the joy in your person, seeing it for the first time, is really going to be eye opening to you. Not only that, but just how beautiful the connection is. All right. So I love these adventures. This is awesome. All right. Needed to make sure you purify your energy in order to connect with spirit, as well as having this beautiful connection between the two of you. This may be some type of spiritual connection if you are having to purify your energy frequently and keeping up on that frequent hygiene aspect of things, keeping clean, and in order to have that connection. And I feel like this is really going to help strengthen the bond between the two of you, is purifying your energy. And even if that's just putting Epsom salts in your body wash and cleansing every day when you have your shower, and imagining all that soap taking all the negative energy down the drain into Mother Earth, where it's going to transform to love and light. Okay. So it's just a matter of having these imaginations of what you believe to be true, of these cleansing off this negativity, cleansing off any ill intentions, cleansing off any spells or ill will towards you, right? And sending it all back to the person that sent it in the first place. Yeah, I needed to focus. I feel like this is going to be beautiful because whatever spirituality you may have, I feel like Johnny's um, not aware. He is aware of what's going on spiritually. He is more aware than people really see. The fact that he has his own masterpieces, and I want to say masterpieces because he really does have a talent for art. And I like the fact that he is painting and he does his artwork, and if you ever got a chance to see his tarot cards, and the fact that he's into tarot should tell you how spiritual he may actually be. So I can't make it up. Truth, focus on truth and happiness. All right. And forgiveness. That forgiveness is coming through once again because there's going to be triggers. You're going to have that triggers of the past. Maybe something may trigger or offset things that make you worried or wonder. And it's about being able to let that go. And even if you're truthful with your person about this, with Johnny about, okay, I'm being triggered and you probably know what this feels like and it's not a good feeling, and I know why I'm being triggered, and that I know that it is a trigger. And once you get to that point of acknowledging it, that it is a trigger for you, that's when you can say, it wasn't Johnny that did this to me. I need to let this go because it's unfair to put that on him when it was never him that hurt me in the first place. So that's where I need to let this go. And Spirit, please take this from me. This is an unwanted energy that I'm feeling. It is a trigger, and please help me take this away so I can heal. And it's quite funny how simple things can be, especially when you have such an unwavering faith in spirit. Okay, so let's see what lesson is needed to be learned here. I'm almost getting like that is the lesson. Is not projecting onto your person, to whoever you are, Empress, or for Empress not to put it onto Johnny. And it's because of what happened in the past. And this may be actually, I'm almost getting like a healing relationship, because I feel like you're going to actually be able to heal this with Johnny in a way that no one else coming together could have healed this, because maybe you've been through the good, the bad, and the ugly, and so is he. So it may be something that you both come together on and understand and have that compassion towards one another, that we're not always going to be perfect. Sometimes we're going to fuck it up. And even if it's where you get a trigger and you can't help but tell Johnny that you're having this trigger. Help me work through this, please. I just need you to tell me it's okay, or that whatever my fear is, it isn't real, or that it's just a fear. And taking that fear from you is going to help healing things and being compassionate towards yourself, right? So, Phoenix Rising, I like this. I feel like this lesson is all that I've already said. Okay. And this may be something you're trying to actively work on right now with this transformation and this forgiveness, that you're both mirroring to one another that this is the lesson, this is the lesson. And it's almost like a beacon trying to shine your way. So I feel like with this, being truthful to one another, taking the lead in your own life of what you want to accomplish, and this coming together is going to be amazing. Let's see what this changes. You're going to go on the wild side and take that risk. With that number six, this is getting balance restored here, right? Being kind to yourself, loving everyone else, being kind to others. Maybe you're family oriented and you're going to have some type of victory here. I mean, you're going to take responsibility for your own actions, but you're also going to be nurturing to your person in a way that you're going to be able to be compassionate to what they're going through and some of the things that they're just unable to conquer at this time. It's going to be a learning curve, right? So let's just see here what other lesson is coming through. Let it all go. I love this. Taking the risks, letting it go, and seeing what that may do for you. That inner peace within is so important, where you're not in some type of frantic anxiety where you're feeling like everybody's against you or things aren't going your way or what did I do wrong? It's letting it go so you're at peace. And victim consciousness, of course. So instead of being the victim, and some people are truly a victim, like in Johnny's case. I mean, you look at what she did to have that all come about, trying to ruin his reputation, which she did manage for a little while until he was able to turn around and say, "Hey, this is what's really going on here." And she may have tricked you all here. And sure enough, she had. I mean, it was so clear as day. I mean, the one thing that got me was the fact that she was cheering and jumping up and down in the car after the first hearing or the first trial in, I think it was in the UK, that she was getting all these things from him. And just, I don't know, I was picking up on the energy like, this is just fraud. This is fraud. This is fraud. This is fraud. There's something wrong here. And I mean, mostly, okay, people win and yeah, they get excited that they won their case. But in her case, I was picking up on something else, and not everybody was. So I just feel like for the majority, people did. And I mean, through Twitter, I mean, you can obviously tell there was some people were divided. But the thing is that the truth did come out, and I'm thankful for that because it really did ruin a lot of things for him in terms of his career, mostly too, not just that, but his whole overall reputation. So Spirit's kind of saying, how teachable are you? Are you going to get the lesson? Am I wasting my time with you? Are you going to get this? Like, if you really want this truth to come through and you want this to all come together and have that number nine, which is nearing that cycle's end to that fulfillment, attaining it. Hey man, you made it. I got what I wanted. I got what I was setting out to get or what I've always wanted to have. It's a matter of putting that victim consciousness, even if you are the victim, let's just say it's sort of like this. This is maybe a good analogy. It's sort of like saying that instead of being that victim of, oh, boo-hoo, poor me. It's, hey, man, I'm the survivor. I made it through all of that, and I'm still standing here, And it's kind of funny how what I was going to say kind of went somewhere else, and I can't. It can't. It's not coming through again. Um, I feel like with this, spirit's kind of saying, are you going to pick up on the signs that I'm telling you here by letting go of whatever victim consciousness you may have? Let's see. Alchemy. That's why. That's totally why. Okay, so they know you have the gift of taking bad and the bad and making it good. Okay, so it's sort of like with art. Okay. It might be taking a little bit of trash here and a little bit of metal here and putting it together. And it's this great piece of art. Okay. So, or putting the paints with the canvas and making this great picture. Okay. So that's kind of like the analogy that I was getting earlier, but it was like gone just for a second. It was like, where was I going with that? What was I supposed to be saying for that? And then now it came back, and I don't know why that is, but they really want you to understand what they're trying to say here with this victim consciousness, letting that go. And oh, that was the other thing. It's sort of like um, you can be the problem, but if you're never looking for the solution, you're never going to find the solution to that problem. It's always going to be poor me, poor me, poor me. And some people out there, not everybody, but some people, or the majority of people, really look at, okay, here's the problem, maybe you're the problem. Here's the solution to that problem, right? Or if it isn't that person being the problem, it may be that something happened of circumstances, there was a problem. But if you're not looking for the answer and just focused on the problem, then how are you going to change that? Like it's always saying, misery loves company, right? So let's just see what else is coming through. Sexuality. Okay. So I feel like with this, you're very attractive. This may be very attracted to you as an individual, not only just your attributes of how you look, but what you look like from the inside out, right? I mean, people can be beautiful on the outside, but if their personality sucks shit, are they really beautiful? What song comes to me is she's not beautiful, she just looks that way. Who sings that? Conquerin, I think. Yeah, yeah. So, yeah. Okay. Anyways, yeah. Anyways, that's the song that comes for that for this. So, and unless you have that beautiful soul to go with it, really, you're just an ugly duckling. You might be beautiful on the outside, but your true colors really come out, and people see you for who you are. You know, so hot after that. Like, especially if you think that you are God's gift to every woman or every man or whatever the case is. I mean, it's one thing to know that you have attributes, but to flaunt it and throw it in people's faces and say, yeah, I'm all this is so attractive. When you're humble and you don't even realize what you have about you that's so great, and people just can't help but be around you, that's saying something. That's your soul shining through your exterior, and people are being attracted to that. Sexual arts, yeah, definitely wondering what it might be like with you in bed. A lot of passion here. 33 equals 6. Wanting to balance that. There's love here, kindness. I like this. Maybe even, and he's older and he's already had his family. So this may be that you want your family with him or want to have a family with him, or you are over having a family and don't want a family and want to be with him. And that's going to be your family. Whatever the case is making room for his family and yours and coming together in a way that's going to be good on both sides, right? And pride. Don't let pride get in your way. And this is that I'm good, I'm so good. Really, you're not looking so great. So, having that pride get in the way of where it goes from being a fight of, well, I want this and I want that, to now I'm right, no, I'm right. There's that pride getting in the way and banging the heads, right? So to that prideness and really focus on what the major issue is between the two of you. And maybe it's about how you talk to one another, or maybe it's how you get frustrated and how you talk to one another when you're frustrated. Or and it may not be talk at all. It might be something you do that doesn't sit well with him, or vice versa. Whatever the case is, having that pride step into the way there can get in the way of a beautiful connection, and just remembering that part of that spirituality is being able to put that pride aside, right? So let's just see here what life is like after learning the lesson, and what will bring you together or help bring you together here in this case with Johnny. Magnetize yourself. Now, there is a gravity pull here. Okay. So, like no other, it's going to be eyes locking and not being able to look away. And not just the fan base part of this, of it's a celebrity. Okay, I'm excited that I'm meeting a celebrity. Okay, they are just human. They are people just like me. I mean, yes, they've had great success and a lot of people love them. And that tells you a little bit about their character, right? So being magnetized to someone like Johnny is amazing. I mean, it's going to be so beautiful getting together because you're not going to feel like you belong anywhere else. All right, dreams come true. So have faith, your rainbow will come. What does that say? Smiling through. Sorry, the writing in this is kind of hard to read. Have faith, your rainbow will come smiling through. So just know that all the things that you've hoped for are going to come in for you. Okay, regarding this. Ah, yes, an old flame returns. Oh boy. Okay, so perhaps this is your flame. I don't feel like Johnny's gonna go back to his ex that had him in such a state here, and I don't feel like, well, maybe mom, the mother of his children. I don't know. Maybe it is the mother of his children, but I feel like she's already moved on and married someone else. I feel like they both kind of gone their separate ways. Let's just see. Maybe it's just for friendly support, so don't get all excited. See, there's that healing connection. Didn't I say that earlier? I'm pretty sure I said that earlier, where you're both going to be able to heal one another based on the two things here of what you've been through is number one, and what he's been through. Okay, so that's the two things where you've both gone through a lot of similar things because of the mirroring here. It's most likely you've gone through a lot of the same things he has. So yeah, to do with the third party. So healing that connection based on third party. Now, this rekindling of an old flame returns. It's just for friendly support. Um, Guides and families give aid. So, to this third party, you may be dealing with a karmic situation, and that may be his ex wife. So, healing that connection between the two of you. Okay, I'm getting triggered by this. Okay, I know that you're friends with the mother of your children, but it's triggering me. Whatever you want to say, right? But you guys live forever young. You're playful with one another. Maybe chase each other around. Like it's fun. You have a lot of fun together. Okay. What's on the bottom of the deck? Rendezvous. Those are fun. So a private getaway for two is calling you. So this may be when you're getting triggered. Maybe this is something you both do. Just go together on a stranded island, or not a stranded, but stranded on an island that's kind of remote, and getting to know each other again, and or having rendezvous, whatever you want to say. I like this for you. Let's see what's going on here. What about the imprisonment here? I feel like you might be the one to unlock the key here to open up for this healing here. Wow, Empress. Yes, you're showing up as the Empress here for this imprisonment. You are there to unlock the key. And I feel like the key to having this imprisonment being opened up and freed. And this is going to be beautiful because it's going to make you both so happy. Yeah, look at the transformation with the death card. Now that's getting to that ending in order for that new door to open. Okay, that's that transformation. I like this for you. All right. Forgiveness. You're going to work together on this. This is that teammate card here. This is having the wisdom to collaborate on your shared ideas about how this works for forgiveness, forgiving yourself, forgiving other people, and this opens up to that freedom of happiness. We have happiness here, happiness here. I mean, letting go of certain things with the phoenix rising. I like this, and coming together and having your dreams show up for you. And maybe he's gun shy about getting married. Maybe you're gun shy about getting married. So maybe you don't end up getting married, but you have that commitment of long-term relationship till the end, right? Knight of Cups coming in to, speak those beautiful words of kindness and love with the Knight of Cups. This is really that heartfelt offer. Okay. This is romance. This is love in the air. And maybe Johnny's um, it's not something Johnny doesn't know about. Like, he may be very more romantic than you realize. Uh, Given the chance to somebody he really wants to impress. Spirit says there's the truth. And this is important to be truthful with one another about how you actually feel. Being able to express how you feel and not feel scared to voice how you feel. And same for Johnny. Johnny being able to feel at ease about your relationship where you're both able to say your truth, right? And that's being authentic, right? And the moon. Okay, so this is kind of saying there may be some internal conflicts here. You may even feel like this is just too good to be true. This might be issues resurfacing with fear. And this is where this coming together here and healing one another is going to be so important. Having that compassion for one another about these struggles of getting over some of the issues you faced. Now, being cheated on, okay? Um, you know, that's that's hard to trust somebody, especially if you suspected and then finding out actually in all likelihood it did happen, or knowing for sure it did happen, or having somebody admit to you that they did do that, and not just once but maybe over the whole time that you were together. Is really hard to be able to trust people. And I mean, maybe there's people that you will trust always, of course, that has never wavered. But when it comes to love and that trust being broken, that's really hard to mend that broken heart. So you're both going to be just fine as long as there's truth involved here. So let's have the attributes here about what your Empress could look like here, Johnny. Let's see. Wow, they might be the same height as you, possibly. They may have an oval face. They may have hazel eyes, or maybe you do, Johnny, because this could be you too, right? Let's see. Coarse curly hair. Maybe you have that. I don't know. Maybe they wear white clothing. Maybe they're white American. All right. And their average height, which would be same height as you. And average height is between 5'5" and 5'9", 5'10", kind of the average. Um, yeah, so there you go. I want to crack the deck here. I'm very young, so they may be younger than you. So when I say very young, maybe it's quite a big difference in age. So maybe 10 years or so, maybe even more than that. Okay. So, anyways, that is what I have for you, Johnny, and for the Empress, whoever the Empress is. Now, I don't feel like if Johnny is in a relationship right now, it may not be that serious. Um, Still needing to heal what happened to him. So, in order for anything to be of a success in a relationship, there has to be some form of healing here. And if he hasn't stepped into that yet, he will be when he meets his Empress. So, in any case, that is what I have for you. So, share and subscribe. And thank you so much for all your donations, your super thanks, and of course, for watching the videos. I appreciate you guys. And if you haven't subscribed, think about doing so now. We're getting close to that 6,000 subscribers already, and we're 10. So 10,000 subscribers would be so awesome. That's going to hit the milestone for me, for my goal. And by reminding everybody to do that, I am hoping everybody likes the content and that they're going to subscribe. All right, you guys, take care, stay blessed. Oh, and one other thing. If you want a chance at the free reading giveaway that I send to you via email, then definitely go onto the community tab on my channel, and you might have to scroll down a couple posts there to find it. But there is the secret phrase to put in the link that I have there into the comment section of that link, and just paste it into that comment section. And that will be the only video that I go into to roll the dice and choose a winner. And so with this little contest that I do, this is a one way of me giving back to all of your ongoing support that you have sent for me and had for me. I appreciate each and every one of you, of course. All right, you guys, take care, stay blessed, and we'll see you next time. Later.